For small creatures such as we, the vastness is bearable only through love. This is a quote from the astronomer Carl Sagan, and I think that it's a very fitting start to what brings us here today. The joining together of two people we all love so much, Stephanie Broad and the Jake Johnson Experience. For those of you who I have not met, my name confusingly is also Jake, but for today's ceremony you can refer to me as the Sinister Minister. I have known these two wonderful people for more than 10 years, and in that time they have become two of my most treasured friends. And I know that there are many of you out there who have known them longer or maybe just met recently, and the fact that you are here means that they've made the same beautiful impact on you as they have had on me. On behalf of Jake and Steph, I want to welcome all of you and thank you for being here. Welcome, bienvenidos y benvenuti. Oh, wow, that doesn't take much with you guys. What a terrific audience. A very special welcome to Jake's parents, Bob and Stephanie Johnson, here in the front row. And also a special mention of Steph's mom, Elizabeth, and her aunt, Anita, who she chose to honor with the special role of walking her down the aisle. A little quote from Steph just about these two important women in her life. My mom is pretty much the most incredible person on the planet. She did anything and everything she could to make me happy, and my auntie is basically the same. She let me spend every summer at her house and treated me like a daughter. I am so grateful and lucky that I have them both. And I think it's fitting to take just a moment to think about the special people in their lives who sadly could not be here today, and may their memory be a blessing. As I said moments ago, the vastness is bearable only through love. Think of the vast distances traveled by the people in this room in the pursuit of love. We have folks from right here in Portland and from as far away as Italy, from Austin, Texas, Buffalo, New York, the Dominican Republic, Seattle, Los Angeles, Colorado, Tennessee, and many other places. Over 100 people have traveled hundreds and thousands of miles during a global pandemic, mind you, to share in the celebration of love between Jake and Steph. Because in troubled times like these, love is a precious thing we need to experience, even vicariously. Also consider the vastness of time. For example, we've all been waiting a really long time for this day. Not just since the original date was postponed, not just since they got engaged. I think we all knew early on that these two were made for each other. How can I say this? So I think it's best to use the words that Jake used to describe how he felt soon after meeting Steph. At some point, I discovered that we were both weirdos, which worked out for me. Jake and Steph met in Southern California in the fall of 2009. There was an immediate connection, and they became close friends for about a year. But it wasn't long into that time that they both knew something was up. Before they were even officially dating, they won a dance competition together at a soul music night in Long Beach. Some of you might have been there for that. Anybody? Yep? Okay. Yeah. Well, the inevitable happened, and they started dating officially on February 6th, 2011. Date sounds kind of familiar. The original wedding was set for February 6th, 2021, and now we are here finally on February 6th, 2022. That's what, 11 years? 11 years. So audience participation time. 11 years. How many days is that? Just anyone good at math? How many days have we been waiting for this? Mom, you're way off. Yes, approximately 4,000. Very good. 4,019 days. That is a vast amount of time. Jake and Steph have loved each other for over 4,000 days, and I can't wait to be around to see the next 20,000. They've stayed together through thick and thin, through long periods of distance for school, through moving to a new city together, always supporting and loving one another with the same passion and fervency. And they both knew for a long time that being married was in their future, but with all the stresses of life, the time never seemed right. In the summer of 2019, Jake went alone to Venice, Italy for the Biennale Art Festival, which he describes as a fine arts Disneyland. He had incredible life-changing experiences there, but he found himself unable to fully enjoy them without Stephanie by his side. And he decided right then that he didn't want to experience life without her ever again. That there was no right time, no most optimal premium romantic moment other than the present. So he bought a glass ring in the Venice airport for 12 euros. He said, it was the right ring. It may not have been the ring I thought she deserved, but it was the ring that I could give her. On August 16th, 2019, Jake walked out of the Portland airport, greeted Steph, and got down on one knee. Steph asked if he was joking, and Jake proposed. Then they went to Taco Bell. And Jake saved the receipt. I believe he spent about $17, if memory serves, which is a lot of food at Taco Bell. Okay. Can any of you think of a more right, more optimal, more premium romantic moment than that for these lovely people? Steph said, I picked him up from the airport and he asked me to marry him. At the airport! It was so wonderful. I didn't believe him because it had been 8 years already, and why does someone wait that long? But here we are, getting married. I am a lucky human. I think we can all agree, Steph, you are a lucky human. Jake, you're a lucky guy. And everyone here is also a lucky human to know you. That in the vastness of time and space, we small creatures are here together at this moment to celebrate with you. So now we come to the business at hand and the words that Stephanie and Jake want to hear the most today. The words that take them on the bold next step in their lives together. In just a moment, two lives are intertwined, and the blending of the two do not diminish either one. No, each of them will shine even brighter from this day forward. It's time to unite Jake and Steph in marriage. So Jake, I'll start with you. I have a question to ask you. And if you agree, at the end you can say I do. Do you, Jake, promise to love Stephanie and respect her, to share your life and your dreams, to build with her a home that is a place of love, happiness, growth, and weirdness? Do you promise to be a companion to Stephanie in all of her successes and failures, her happiness and sadness, to always give her your unwavering support, and above all else, the freedom to be herself?
Abso-bleepin-lutely it.
He does. Great. Stephanie, your turn. Do you, Stephanie, promise to love Jake and respect him, to share your life and your dreams, to build a home that is a place of love, happiness, growth, and weirdness? Do you promise to be a companion to Jake in all of his successes and failures, his happiness and sadness, to always give him your unwavering support, and above all else, the freedom to be himself?
I do.
Nice. Okay, so it is my understanding that you would like to make some vows to each other. Okay, so Stephanie, I'll start with you. Do you want me to hold the mic or?
Hi. Oh no. Okay. Obviously, I have problems speaking in front of other people, so I'm very sorry, everybody. I love you very, 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 very much, and I don't understand how I got so lucky because you're really awesome. I don't think I can do this anymore. Is that enough? I don't need to do it anymore, do I?
That was perfect. But no, really. It was perfect because you said it and it came from your heart. All right. Okay. Jake, would you share your vow with Stephanie?
Stephanie. I stopped trying to write something. when you told me that you didn't write something, I was like, oh, great, I'm off the hook. But, I don't know. When I met you, I was interested in you. And then, right before I moved to Seattle, I knew that I was making a mistake. And in the 11 years since we started dating, you've made me a better person. Yeah, this is an objective fact. But I love you so much. And I love how much you love life and how much you're not pretentious like I am, so you're able to have a good time. And that inspires me, and I hope to enjoy the rest of our lives together. And if we could figure out a way to make our cats live forever, that would also be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. But I love you, and I promise to love you and support you. And I'm so happy that we're finally here and doing this. I can't believe it's everything. I love you.
All right, give them both a round of applause. That was lovely. Okay. All right, the next step. This is all very solemn. This is all a very solemn occasion with important steps that have to be done. So we now come to the point in the ceremony when people usually talk about the wedding bands being a perfect circle and how it's a metaphor for love having no beginning and no end. But rings do have a beginning, don't they? They don't just appear fully formed. Minerals are dug from the earth, liquefied in a furnace at 3,000 degrees. They're forged, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Love is like that. It comes from unexpected places, from humble beginnings made by imperfect beings. In the process, something beautiful is created where there was once nothing at all. The promises you have made to each other today are inscribed forever in your hearts and minds. Maybe, I don't know, you probably don't remember what you said. But since words are fleeting, let these rings serve as a reminder of the feelings you have for each other at this very moment. So who's got the ring for Jake? You're next. Okay. Can I? Oh yeah, sweet. Okay. All right, so Jake, would you place the ring on Stephanie's finger and repeat after me? Home is not where you are from.
Home is not where you are from.
It's where you belong.
It's where you belong.
Some of us travel the whole world to find it.
Some of us travel the whole world to find it.
Others find it in a person.
Others find it in a person.
With this ring, I promise to be your husband and your home.
With this ring, I promise to be your husband and your home.
I'm sorry. We can try. It's what's in your heart that matters. Oops. No, not yet. Okay. Stephanie, would you take the ring? Oh, that's a good one too. Place it on Jake's finger and repeat after me. Home is not where you are from.
Home is not where you are from.
It's where you belong.
It's where you belong.
Some of us travel the whole world to find it.
Some of us travel the whole world to find it.
Others find it in a person.
Others find it in a person.
With this ring, I promise to be your wife and your home.
With this ring, I promise to be your wife and your home.
Killed it. Stephanie and Jake, no one but you can declare yourselves married. You have begun it here today in speaking your vows before family and friends, and you will do it again in the days and years to come. Each act of kindness, love, and weirdness will reinforce the declaration of what was done here today. Therefore, it is my joyful responsibility to say, by the power vested in me by American Marriage Ministries and the great state of Oregon, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Now smooch, you weirdos. You guys look awesome. right, everyone.
Very important, very important, very important.
Shh, wait.
That's my wife.
Okay. All right, everyone. It is my great privilege to present to you, as a married couple for the first time, Jake Johnson and Stephanie Broad.
Ciao. I am Karina and I am Stephanie's cousin and maid of honor. We grew up on opposite sides of the world. You can tell that by my accent. And spent summertime together. Even if it was only for 2 or 3 months a year, the time we spent together was so meaningful to me. In Italy, we say pochi ma buoni. During this small but great amount of time, we created a bond that goes beyond distances. When we were young, I loved to get you upset. It didn't take long to drive you crazy and cause a huge American-style drama queen scene. This is actually how I learned to speak English. You probably know this, but I did it because I wanted to be like a young, annoying sister. And just like a big sister, I looked up to you and tried to emulate you. Emulate is a hard word, right? We are all grown up now, and I still look up to you in so many ways. I love the way you are always true to yourself, a good friend, sensitive, and so much fun, one of a kind. I met Jake visiting Steph in Newport Beach in 2010. As an average Italian girl, I wanted to visit all the DOC and other lame American movies locations. Jake and Stephanie were just friends back then, but he still spent a whole week hanging with Italians talking Italian. You could tell that he was so happy by their side and that they were probably already falling in love. I am so happy that this celebration gathered and gave us all the occasion to spend some time together to celebrate this love, built on friendship that grew over the years in this strong and amazing love, we want to bring
Yeah, I don't know the protocol these days.
Hello. My name is Josiah. I'm the best man and Jake's brother. Older brother by 2 years. I was thinking about, I was reflecting on, I was very intimidated by speeches. I don't like speeches. But I was reflecting on our lives and your life and kind of trying to make sense of, like where you've been and where you are and how you guys have grown together. And I was remembering your like spiky hair, frosted tip, oversized orange shirt days, and I was remembering.
So cheesy. Dangerously cheesy.
Yeah.
Ding ding.
Onions. And then I was remembering your girl pants wearing, black nail polish, black hair dyed, mullet having, high school, wearing a pea coat, stalking around the house in the middle of summertime with the collar turned up, writing poetry. And I remember when you discovered that pot was better than the other drugs, and you listened to a lot of Bob Marley and and lived in your artist studio in the strip mall in Huntington Beach or wherever that was. And I remember you meeting Steph. Not everyone knows this, but Sam and I, shout out to Sam over there. Steph and Sam, who they went to UCI together, came to visit me in Seattle before they had met, and it was our relationship that was much shorter lived. That is, we are giving you guys away, and we are so happy, so happy to have brought you together. And then there were like some years that life got crazy, and we kind of lost touch, and you guys fell in love, and I was remembering kind of like coming back together as like older, and you guys have been together for years at that point, and all of our life I remember kind of being the older brother and kind of feeling like I had to have the answers, and that I was the responsible one, and I remember coming back together, and somehow through your relationship, like you were the responsible. I don't know, I felt like being together, you guys, Steph, like the fact that you've had on Jake and like the wisdom that he has for like how to love and how to like care, it was in him the whole time. I think about, he was like all of those years and all of those moves, he was like so caring and so generous in spirit. But I feel like you've like brought that out of him and kind of like, I don't know. I felt like he's learned so much loving you, and I love the way you guys love each other. But I love, and I just feel, yeah, I guess I was just kind of reflecting on how I was thinking a lot more going, but I was thinking I could just appreciate the wisdom that you have, and I was thinking about this wedding, and I've never been to a wedding where the people throwing the wedding like thought so much about the experience that everyone else here was going to have, and not just about like their day. It was like our day and like our day, you know, like to celebrate them. And they had put so much thought into like the experiences that all of us were going to have. And I just appreciate that that kind of generosity stems from like a solid relationship and love and weirdness that they have for each other. So thank you. Here's the Jake and Steph. So I'm Bob.
And I'm Stephanie. We are the groom's parents.
And we're really happy to be here. We love you guys. And we thought we could do like a top 10 list of why we love you guys. So, and it's just the top 10 words.
But it doesn't mean in any special order.
That's right. It's all special. So number one.
So first of all, I think about friends, and it kind of, just I totally touched on it. You guys are a great model of friends, and you have surrounded yourself with such amazing friends, and just being here, seeing how much they support you, and I know that we as family are totally friends, and it's just amazing to be a part of, and we're so thrilled to be adding Stephanie to our family.
The second word is inclusiveness, and I just feel like, you know, as we've gotten to know you guys and your friends. So you guys have a party, you like invite us, like we come and we like did a murder mystery together, and like it was just so great. And you're gonna go to the Rose Garden, and we'll come, or you're going to a bar and we go again. It's just the way you do that, and I know you do it with all your friends, but it just as parents, it's really special.
The third word is fun. You guys are totally fun.
Are they fun?
Yes, you guys are totally fun. And when I think about even growing up, Kate, you brought the fun out in Josiah. And I know that you inspired fun in Joanna. She always looked up to you guys. So you guys have just been fun. You guys are creative. I'm going to steal another one of my words, which is creative. And again, as Josiah touched on, we were blown away at the two of you guys and how much you thought about making this a fun, creative event for everybody. And it's just like, wow.
She just did 2 words, so I'm going to do 2 words. So the next word is Shirley. How many people here have met Shirley? Okay. How many people? How many? The cat, Laverne and Shirley. How many people, now Elizabeth, I know you know this, how many people have had Shirley go up and then go? Okay, all right. And Stephanie loves Shirley, and she defends Shirley because she loves animals so much, and it's like, and so does this Stephanie too. So it's like, so Shirley is another word. And then the next word that I have is Dobby. And Dobby is, who knows who Dobby is? Dobby is a tree elf, just to be clear, and a house elf. And no, I'm not trying to make you cry, but I'm just saying, Stephanie is so sensitive, and Jake is so gentle around that sensitivity, and I just think it's so wonderful to watch. So that working together. So that's my 2 words.
Alright, Help me remember. Where we go? Oh, yes. my next word, or I am going to do 2 words. The 2 words go better together here. So my 2 words are idealistic and surprises. And I need to grab something out of my purse regarding it. Fiction writer, you gotta have props. So, over the years, gigs and stuff, we've had so many events for any number of reasons, birthdays, whatever. And every time they would have these special t-shirts that they would make. I'll be like, you made that for this? And it's like, where's mine? They're just so cool. And so, regarding surprises, they surprised every person in the bridal party with their own t-shirt and themed along the Princess Bride or something else. So I've got, hello, my name is Inigo Monstefani. I am marrying your son. Prepare to be related. Hello, I'm Inigo Monstefani. I married your son. Prepare to be related. I mean, how awesome is that? I'm alive.
Okay. Wait.
The idealistic part was how many things they still were doing up until last night. And I just said, pace yourself. You guys are so awesome for thinking about all this, but you've got to get some sleep too. So.
Okay, my final two words is tater tots. Okay, tater tots, Cajun tater tots. These 2 young, lovely people have introduced us to the arts of McMinimans and Cajun tater tots and the passports. And we are going to surpass your passports. I'm just saying. Oh, wow. I mean, just a throwdown right now. I know. Okay, and then the last one I have is zombies. How many people here watch zombie movies? Not a lot, okay. Well, you know what? Neither did I. But in one of these times I was driving through Portland, I was going, I don't know where, but they stuff like, hey, why don't you come by and you can sleep on the couch? And then I slept on the couch and Shirley was like, you know, but then the little boy wanted to see a zombie movie. So I went out and saw Bill Murray and Hilda. Yeah. And that was like, so great! I'm now liking zombie movies because of these 2 folks. So anyway, we love you guys. And,
I'm a little bit, I have a little bit of a stage fright. But anyways, I'm Stephanie. I'm Stephanie's mom, Elizabeth. And okay, so I'm very happy to see you all here. That means that you all love them and that you are taking part of this beautiful night where we celebrate the union of these 2 gentle and nice souls. We're celebrating their marriage, but like I said to my niece Laura a few days ago, more than celebrating this marriage, we should be celebrating the fact that they still want to get married. After 11 years together. That means that there is a very strong, couple, and going stronger, hopefully. Okay, so that fills my heart with joy. I read not long ago in one of those networks, social network, something that I thought that it was very beautiful, in which 2 old people, it's a couple, they are talking, they're hugging together, and I thought, this is Jacob and Stephanie in many, many years to come, surrounded by grandchildren, and the one of them asked the other one, and how come were able to make it this far? And then the other one would say, because instead of yelling, we to each other, we talk to each other. Instead of running away, we looked for solutions. Okay. Because we supported each other in the good and the bad, and everything was ours and nothing was ours. Because we laughed together, because we cried together. Okay, and we promised to love each other forever, and especially and mainly because our love grew into an affection that will never and will never die. I love you guys. Raise your glasses and we're going to toast.
Where's my mom's glass?
It's right here. See, I have it right here. I was holding it.
Thank you.
I love you very much, and I wish for you, well, you know. To Stephanie and Jacob.
The night we met, I knew I needed you so.
I don't know.
And if I had the chance, I'd never let you go.
You would have to say 2
Oh, if you say you love me, I'll make you so proud of me. We'll make them turn their heads every place we go. Don't you please be my baby. I want it only. Say be my darling. Be my baby now. Yo tengo un amigo mío, se casó con una jeva. Él la hacía muy sencilla, él la hacía ella muy seria. Y cuando pasó el tiempo se hizo una devoradora. Le da golpe en la galleta, ella es una abusadora.
Abusadora, abusadora.